the market just delivered a striking message. While retail headlines focused on a one-day Sensex surge of nearly 1,000 points, institutional capital quietly repositioned. The real story isn't the rally itself, but the sectors driving it, India's banking and IT giants. This isn't just about daily volatility, something structurally significant is happening beneath the surface, demanding a deeper look into where capital is truly rotating. First, let's anchor ourselves. What defines the foundational strength of Indian banking? It's a blend of a vast, underserved population, growing credit demand, and increasing financial inclusion. Companies like HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank leverage extensive branch networks and digital transformation, building formidable moats through scale and regulatory compliance. Their core value proposition lies in intermediating savings and investment for a rapidly expanding economy. But that is only part of the story. On the IT side, the structural moat is entirely different. India's IT services firms, such as Tata Consultancy Services and Infosys, built their empires on a global arbitrage model. They offer unparalleled cost efficiency, deep engineering talent, and a track record of complex digital transformation projects for global clients. Their value proposition remains critical in a world demanding constant technological evolution, creating a long-term demand recovery cycle. Now, let's look at recent sector performance. The banking sector's surge reflects robust underlying financial statements. We've seen significant margin expansion driven by favorable interest rate dynamics and controlled credit costs. Across the board, banks like State Bank of India are reporting healthy loan growth, particularly in retail and small and medium enterprise segments. This indicates improving asset quality and a strengthening domestic economy, which is a major policy tailwind. Here's where the IT sector's margin metrics become interesting. While demand had seen some near-term softness due to global macroeconomic headwinds, the rally suggests a repricing of future earnings visibility. Companies like Wipro are strategically focusing on higher-value digital transformation projects, stabilizing margins despite wage inflation. The market appears to be pricing in a trough in global IT spending, expecting a recovery in revenue metrics and new deal wins going forward. The next signal comes from management's capital allocation strategies. Banking sector executives, particularly from HDFC Bank, are vocal about prioritizing organic growth and expanding their lending books while maintaining stringent risk parameters. This execution strategy focuses on enhancing market share in key segments and leveraging digital platforms for customer acquisition. Their commentary reinforces a bullish stance on India's consumption story. That's not the only signal. IT sector leaders like those at Tata Consultancy Services are emphasizing strategic partnerships and investments in next-gen technologies like AI and cloud computing. Their corporate guidance often highlights a robust deal pipeline, indicating sustained demand for digital transformation services. Capital allocation here is shifting towards R&D and talent upskilling, ensuring long-term competitiveness and margin protection, critical for structural momentum. Now look at how the broader sector is reacting. The macro environment for Indian banking is incredibly supportive. India's projected robust GDP growth, coupled with a young demographic and rising disposable incomes, fuels credit demand. Government infrastructure spending and policy initiatives, like Make in India, further amplify lending opportunities. This creates a powerful industry context of sustained demand recovery and expanding credit markets. The bigger question is, what's the competitive landscape for IT? While global IT spending faced a slowdown, India's large-cap IT firms benefit from their diversified client base and long-term contracts. They're increasingly moving up the value chain, from traditional outsourcing to strategic consulting and digital transformation. This competitive positioning, combined with a depreciating rupee, gives them an edge in a world still grappling with digital shifts, creating long-term structural momentum. However, no investment thesis is complete without a clear assessment of risks. For the banking sector, regulatory pressures remain a constant. Any sudden shifts in interest rate policy by the Reserve Bank of India or new non-performing asset guidelines could impact margin expansion. Furthermore, systemic headwinds from global economic instability, while mitigated by India's domestic focus, cannot be entirely dismissed. This represents a potential risk repricing event. That leads us to a bigger question regarding terminal risk for the IT sector. Global economic slowdowns directly impact IT spending, pushing clients to optimize costs. This translates to potential margin pressures due to pricing competition and an intensifying talent war for skilled workers. The currency volatility, while often a tailwind, can also be a double-edged sword, adding an element of unpredictability to earnings. These vulnerabilities require careful monitoring. Looking forward, the earnings visibility for Indian banks appears strong. The structural growth story of India's economy provides a multi-year thesis for continued expansion in credit and financial services penetration. Valuation reassessment will likely continue as analysts factor in improving asset quality and sustained loan book growth. This suggests a continued capital rotation towards these foundational elements of the Indian economy. For the IT sector, the outlook hinges on a recovery in global discretionary spending and enterprises accelerating their digital journeys. While near-term challenges persist, the long-term thematic tailwinds of cloud adoption, AI integration, and cybersecurity remain powerful. Valuation reassessment here will be driven by new deal wins, margin stability, and aggressive capital allocation towards growth initiatives. We are likely seeing a bottoming out of sentiment. So, what's our tactical review? Indian banking, exemplified by leaders like HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, remains on breakout watch as domestic credit demand and improving asset quality drive structural momentum. For IT, while the path is more nuanced, the recent surge suggests a trim consideration for positions that have run significantly, potentially in anticipation of a slower but steady demand recovery rather than explosive growth. We observe smart money recalibrating for selective opportunities. The Sensex rally, therefore, is more than just a headline, it's a critical signal of deeper structural investment themes at play across India's foundational sectors. Understanding these shifts is what allows institutional investors to position ahead of the curve. For more institutional-grade market intelligence and deep asset insulation assessments, make sure to subscribe to SR Money News IN and hit that notification bell. We deliver insights that redefine your investment perspective.